Cinematography, showing the entire space. It's absolutely huge, and there's loads to see. There's loads of food and beer all the way around. This place is absolutely massive. So we'll drop in when we get our first drink. Okay, here we are with our first review from Hogsback. This is Ale over tea, Alt over tea. This is a 9% double imperial. Say. So as you can see, it's a magnificent dark colour. It's really deep amber. It's got a tiny bit of head. Really loose bubbles as well. Loads of big, loads of small ones. And it's really clear. There's a tiny bit of carbonation, but not a huge amount in it. In terms of aroma, you know, it smells really spicy. Kind of like mulled wine, mulled orange wine sort of flavour. And in true fashion, it smells quite like teas. It smells kind of like a lady grey tea, actually. Kind of orange, but earthy kind of tones coming through. So, without further ado, let's get in there. Cheers. Well, actually, it's an absolute mobile. I'd say that's barley wine. Having said that, it's full of deep toffee and molasses flavour. Very, very thick mouthfeel. Really quite stringent as well. The bitterness kind of kicks in afterwards, but the sweetness has gone away. But the main flavour of this is a really deep, rich malt and an alcoholic kick in the stomach too. It really warms your belly. There's a wonderful spiciness to it as well, from the hops, and real earthy, deep earthy tone to it too. So I'm not entirely sure what to classify, but I'd say it's a barley wine. The main dominant flavour is that a malt, a bit of spicy on straight through it. It's fantastic beer. We give it a good 4.5 out of 5 actually for a beer it is. So cheers. So, to the Beer Review, we're here at the Great British Beer Festival. I have two wonderful gentlemen to my side. We're so controlled for MintysBeerReviews as well. We're here with the Blaine Right standing for 13 points, which I believe has won the award. Best year was it last year? Last year's best beer in our hands. So, as you can see, it's quite a lovely dark amber colour, and we were just saying this head is stuck on this beer. We've been talking, gathering away for ages. Can you see how it's sticking around? I've drunk like maybe just a tiny little bit of a finger, and the head is stuck as well. It's lacing all the way down the side of the glass. Not much looking at the carbonation going down it, but it's stuck around. This is you can just tell this has been made with a ton of wheat, and it's a good quality ale.
Oh, lovely. I would even go to say this beer, Jack, is made with love. It's made with love. Absolutely love. The head sticks around it. It looks like the glass has actually got a little ledge on it, and it can't go back into the beer. Head looks really good.
The smell like this to me is Warner's Originals. An old boy like you'll love them.
An old boy like me, yeah. Well, he's not far wrong out of these three. Jack's still at primary school. Minty is at Boston, and I'm near retirement age.
Straight for a taste.
So in terms of I was just saying the aroma is Cascade. It's American hops. It's multi-sweet, American hops. It smells like a hop cone in your hand. It's so fresh. Subtle break. True. So, I'm going to do cheers, guys. Thanks. Cheers.
Smooth. No wonder that won beer of the year last year.
It's so smooth. It's just like, it's medium mouthfeel. It's smooth. It just flows over the tongue. There's nothing rough about this beer. And the flavours are lovely, just subtle sweetness. That grapefruit flavour, American hops comes through. Toffee caramel, yeah. And it's just like
it's like a Rolls Royce experience on the tongue.
Rolls Royce on the tongue.
That's a nice description.
No, on the beer reviews, we're doing Rolls Royces on the tongue.
Rolls Royces on the tongue. That's what I like to do. Now, being Northerners, we can't afford Rolls Royces, so you know that's saying something. This is
big glass reason you'd steal one.
Danny normally drinks these Aldis and Lidl's. This is more Waitrose.
Waitrose.
I would go a little bit porscher than that.
Masons.
Masons. is actually, yeah.
Masons of beer. No, this beer, any hype that this beer gets, he deserves it. Like,
Where does Thwaites originate from?
where is this one? Oh, it's Thwaites, yeah. It's great. Oh, it's Thwaites.
Where did it originate from?
What's that?
What part of the land?
Speaking of which, we've got Terry over here next to us. He's not talking.
Thwaites, Lancashire, isn't it?
Lancashire. There we have the legend is Cherry K.
Hello!
Well, Terry says something. He stopped for once. The man
I've
stopped
got
for
an
once.
empty one. What are you drinking, by the way?
13 guns. 13
Oh, Citra. All sorts of American hops. Big, fruity, lovely, fantastic, nutritious, delicious. I'll get down to it. No, you're all right. No, you're all right. Do you mind if I have a little?
Go on, go for it.
That is lovely stuff.
That is beautiful. You can taste them big lupus glands, they're working hard. Really lovely, kind of big fruity notes. Again, peaches, mangoes, nectarines. A little bit of apricot as well. That is lovely. Really lovely. What's the ABV?
5.5 in a Victor scale.
Is that all it is?
Yeah, session stuff. Sessionable stuff.
Now, if you ever want to see a YouTube review, and he's just giving you a school on how to do a YouTube review, it kind of blew us out the water for
It
a few
feels
minutes.
bigger than 5.5. Yeah, it feels bigger.
Mouthfeel is good, yeah.
Here, we've got a bit of an evolution of man series of stuff here, working its way up to the legend. Jesus, it's sort of perfect height.
It's just well.
Yeah, we're like them Russian dolls. We all stand up with each other.
So let's close this off before we ramble too much. Ratings.
Ratings, I'm going to give. I never give beer the top rating, so festival rating for me is 4.9 out of 5.
Yeah, 9.5 out of 10. Yeah.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, thank you very much. Catch you in the next review.
And you go.
Now we'll get to a collaboration review. This is beer reviews. What's this camera? Is it yours? No.
Speak up.
Silver King Drunks as well. So Silver King Drunk and
Drunk
Beer
66, BeerReviews,
MintysBeerReviews, MintysBeerReviews, and Terry holding the camera as well, which is always kind. So, sorry.
the legend that is Terry K.
Holding the camera too. So we've got
Only
Brains.
2 cameras.
Two cameras. So we've got Brains low hanging fruit. This is their version of a Lambic. So it's a wild yeast beer done with Morello cherries. As you can tell, it is pitch black. It's a lot darker than any Lambic I've ever seen. Not much head. Not much head at all. It looks thick and viscous. It's got a nose in it. 4.8. So it's not particularly sharp.
Balsamic vinegar in appearance, actually. Balsamic vinegar.
It smells like it. It smells a seed.
Root of pepper.
It smells sour, it smells lambic-y, smells wild yeasty, sarsaparilla. It just smells slightly funky. It's not hugely. It's like a Belgian funk.
Red wine.
Red wine, vinegar. Smell very malty. Malty vinegar on a good pot of chips.
Cheers.
Spongy bar.
Oh yeah. Sour, vinegary flavour. Roasted. I get roasted malt, and I get a sour, and then I get right at the end sweetness
Bit
from cherry.
quick, like almost, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd agree.
The one flavour I get is Black Forest Gateau in freshly baked bread.
Really getting bread, but I'm getting more of this. The vinaigrette kind of taste from it.
It is very vinegary. Yeah. I can see how it's been quite a really hot day. If you're gagging with something, it's like almost like bitter lemon. It's like bitter lemon, but like bitter cherry.
It's almost hardly carbonated. It's very
very
diluting juice kind of texture.
Which for a wild yeast, I usually get wild yeast and they usually froth up and there's head and there's over carbonation. This hasn't got as much carbonation. I'm not sure if it's the best lambic style beer I've ever tried. The Cantillon ones the Belgians are masters. This is a Welsh guy.
Let's see what Janice thinks of this one.
This is my mother.
This is beer's mom.
Oh, she's not keen.
She's not keen.
She's not keen.
She's shy.
She's got two big Scottish lads around her and she's not liking it.
Till actually almost not as maybe as harshness, but it's got a kind of Worcester sauce type taste in the background of it, in the mouthfeel. It's actually not that bad. I'm not a massive Lambic fan, but this is actually not that bad.
No, I am a massive Lambic fan. I really like it, but this has got a bit too much Lambic and not enough sweetness to turn it back just yet. Yeah, I would say I think they need a little bit much I personally think it needs a little bit more cherry in it.
It's a bit like a sour
Yeah,
aftertaste.
it's a little bit too sour for my liking, but then I like flour and lambics, the really sweet ones, the candy sugar ones.
Maybe a little bit of blackcurrant in there as well, just to take the edge off the cherry.
Quite unique, something different I've not tried for a while, so...
Yeah. Do you know what? To bring as a one-off to a beer festival takes a lot of guts, because people aren't going to drink this if you're into your really traditional English beers and stuff. This is a bit of a kick, and I like that. Brains are taking a bit bold doing it.
It's not like a British beer.
It isn't. It's Belgian beer. It's a Belgian style beer at an English beer festival. Well done. I probably give it 7.5 out of 10. It's not the best I've ever tried, but it's a damn good beer. Well done to him. You can push it out.
Yeah, it's a fair enough result there from the bear. I would say roughly it's a 3 out of 5 for Soaking Drunk. It's actually quite a good beer. I'm not a massive fan of Lambics, but this has made me turn my head again and having a look at them. Really quite nice. What do you think, Minty?
Yeah, I do like that one. Makes like the Cantillon, so something a bit different for me for a British brewery. So balsamic vinegar, raspberry, strawberry, sour taste, nice aftertaste. 7.5 out of 10 for me.
Nice one. Alright, well, thank you so much. Make sure you check all our channels out. Cheers.
Angie Bar.
And their beer reviews. Would you like to taste the beer with me? What kind of beer? I've got a Belgian IPA. This is Ignis Flamma by Molen, so it's a really good beer. So, in terms of colour, we've got really hazy, dark amber colour, tiny bit of head on it. I've had this for about 20 minutes, so the head's sticking around, lacing one side of the glass. In terms of smells, give it a smell. It's very licorice. So he said licorice, we couldn't hear that. What can you smell? I can smell Belgian floral yeast, so it's got a real typical Belgian smell. Winey. So we've got Belgian yeast, but winey flavours. I can smell citrus and spice as well. Like I said, I already talked about colour, so chins up. Give it a try. Comes in at 7.1%, so it's a pretty strong IPA. It's definitely not a session beer. This is a full on. It's tasty. It's tasty. Pretty good. So there you go. It's full of flavour. They've all confirmed it. Really deep and rich malt flavour. Loads of toffee and licorice, as we said earlier. It's like a bitter, sweet flavour. Real bitter sweet. I can taste the hops through it as well. It's got a real good mixture of different hops. I can smell spicy. There's citrus in it. It's got a real fruity flavour. If you take a sip and like whip it back and forth between your teeth, then tell me what you think. Super sweet. I'd say almost like a fruit tea. Like fruit tea. It's like drinking fruit juice, but like a little bit of that tea. It changes the dynamic of the drink. So I'd say it's a really complex. In typical Belgian IPA style, it's a really complex beer. By the way, this is number 100. this is lager yeast, but it's fermented at normal ale temperature, so it's a little bit different. Cheers. Oh, I should do colours first. This one's slightly lighter, still a little bit dark. I want to say this is a Dusseldorf. Alt beers are from Dusseldorf. Oh, yes, they are from Dusseldorf, yeah. So they're a very specific German-style beer. Slightly clearer in colour. Again, small head, tons of small frothy carbonation. So, give this one a try. Cheers. And this one's kind of a step up. It's somewhere between your light pilsners and your dark dunkels. It's got more a caramel and toffee flavour to it. The hops play a little bit more of a prominent flavour, so there's that grassy and spicy flavours, but without being overpowering. And the malt body is a lot more present. You get that corn and wheat flavour a lot more than you do in the dunkel. This one's dominated more by chocolate and roasted flavours, roasted in particular, and this one's a lot more corn and wheat flavoured. So both very good styles. I'd give them both a good 8 out of 10 each. They're not the best, the clearest and the most bright of lagers I've tried, but they're definitely up there. Two great beers. Actually, I must say this is the first alt beer I've tried, and it's an interesting style because it's not as frothy and carbonated as your lagers. Not as clean. It's got a little bit more flavour to it than the traditional lager. It's not as clean. In terms of a dunkel, it's a better dunkel than the Erding, I must say. So give them a try. Schumacher and Trunks from Germany. And cheers. Alright, so this is the final little vlog from the Great British Beer Festival. I've had a fantastic time meeting all the fellas from YouTube, the other reviewers. As you can tell, this venue is absolutely beautiful, and I've had a fantastic time going around. There's loads of different bars that kind of different sections of the country. So you've got like one for South Wales, one for the North East, one for North West, Midlands, South West, South East, and bits and bobs. So there's been loads of chances to go meet loads of brewers from all over the country. Not as much of a chance as I'd like to go and visit some of them. There's one for a little bar for US, a little bar for Belgium as well. Only criticism of the place being, because individual breweries don't have individual little stores or bars, it's been really hard to find the ones that you want to find. You've had to queue for hours to get to a brewery you want to go and see. So as such, I've done a couple of Thwaites reviews, Hogsback review, a Molen review, and that's pretty much it. So I've not done as many reviews as I want to do, but just meeting people and being involved and being here and enjoying myself has been fantastic. It's been a great experience. It's a lovely place. I'll definitely come again, definitely do the same again. But yeah, all in all, it's been a great experience. You know, and I'd recommend anyone to come to the Great British Beer Festival if you can do it in the future. I mean, it's huge. It's got loads of corporate bodies here, but that's by the by. So, all in all, best beer for the entire festival has probably been Thwaites 13 Guns. That was just the perfect sessionable pale ale / IPA, super hoppy, smooth as hell. I never really thought a huge amount of Thwaites beers, not tried them as often as I probably should have done, but they just seem to have a mastery of their beers and their yeast, and so smooth and drinkable, really, really good. Second best has got to be the Hogsback A over T, Art over T. Fantastic. English T Barley Wine / English Imperial Ale, Imperial IPA, I suppose. That was amazing, so full of flavour, it was absolutely brilliant. Food is quite good here as well, so I had a good curry to kind of line the stomach and some Moses and Namrud as well. So you can't go wrong if you're coming here for food. Great venue. Apparently last year it was in the Old Court and it was slightly too small for what was going on. Here we're in the Olympia and it's a lot bigger, more space, a lot more air, and it just feels bigger and there's more room to come and sit, there's more tables, more chairs, more everything. It feels a little bit better. Also, actually, as an aside, I know it's Saturday, it's literally the last day of the festival, but the American beer bar section is completely sold out. And unfortunately, American beer is really popular at the moment, and you can't afford to sell out on it. So I'm probably missing some really good beers I really wish I'd tried. If I come at the start of the week, stuff like Dodula, Still an Act, I sold out. I'd love to have got my hands on that. I'm really disappointed I didn't. Literally, when I went up to get it, there was two guys in front of me got the last little drop. It was the last couple of drams of it. So disappointed. But I mean, Ignis Flamma like to Molen, more than willing to compromise on having that. That was another beer I've always wanted to get my hands on. Well, the American section being empty for the past 2 days, as far as I can tell. A little bit disappointing because, you know, American beers, I'd love to see a dogfish head or two here, or some stones, or some anything, Russian River or something. Apart from that, good food, some great breweries. The German side has some really interesting breweries I've never heard of, so I chose two I deliberately never heard of, Trunks and Schumacher. I've never heard of them. Considering my family heritage is German, never heard of them. So I thought I'd give them a try, and they were interested to try as well. What about my mummy? Would you like to give a review on the...
It's lovely.
She thinks it's lovely. What do you think is the best part about the festival, Ma?
The beer.
The beer? What about the atmosphere? What do you think of the venue? Talk about the venue.
It's big.
Is that good or bad?
It's probably good for the amount of people that are here,
Yeah.
but I like my events a bit smaller.
Yeah. The last one we went to was the London Vegan Beer Fest, and it was a lot more... Yeah, it was a lot more close-knit, and being a person, a stall holder on that one, being someone on a stall at the London Vegan Beer Fest, I got to know the breweries a lot more, so I've made some better links with the breweries that were there. Felt a lot nicer. This is a lot bigger, so you're not going to know the breweries as well. Having said that, I was at the Brains to try their low-hanging fruit, their Belgian-style sort of sour beer, the Lambic style beer, and they chatted to me for quite a while. It was lovely because I've had their beers by the collaborations they've done with the Real Ale Guide. I chatted to them about that and what it was like doing a beer with him. So it was interesting to have a chat to. So, you know, they're still very open, but I mean, there's hundreds of people coming to your store, you haven't got as much time to chat. So yeah, I've had a wonderful time here. Only been able to make a Worcester stop one day, a little stop here. If I could do it again, I'd do maybe 2 or 3 days. I'll make a nice little long-term session out of it. But we're going to go now, buy a couple of t-shirts and beer mats and stuff for people at home, and have a nice little journey on home, and it's been a fantastic day. So thank you for watching the video. If you have been doing so far, make sure you go check out Surfer King Drunk and Terry Shanlin, MintysBeerReviews. I mean, they're all legends in the beer world, and they've all been so supportive. They put their arms around me as the youngster on the scene and stuff, so thank you ever so much. And from the Great British Beer Festival, I had a fantastic time. I'm sure I shall see you all later, and I'll see you on the other side. Cheers, guys.